Hi, everybody. Welcome to our YouTube channel here at castorscorner.com. That sounds better. Head over to the website, castorscorner.com, for a better look at these toys because, camera's not working the way we want it to. I'm your host, Khalil, and on this Friday night for episode 75, 75 days, we are taking a look at two toys that, unfortunately, we don't know much about. And I know it sounds kind of weird to say it like that, but this is the fallout of not having a toy fair this year. Usually we get a chance to talk to our reps and the salespeople at Toy Fair to talk about what the future of the line is or what the direction of any line of toys is going to be for the year. Some of those, Marvel Legends is just a mix of everything, right? Other toy lines like this one have a theme for the year. So we don't know what the theme is like officially or kind of what the direction is going to be and how that's going to impact. And we don't know what's really coming out. Like we've seen a couple of leaks, but without further ado, we are talking about the Spin Master line. Now, before Christmas, when we started this channel, one of the first videos we did was taking a look at the Bane and the Batman box set. And my call at the beginning when I saw that was, oh my God, everything's translucent blue. So that means Mr. Freeze must be coming. And sure enough, here he is. So far this year, this line has retread most characters. Now, we know this is a kid's line, so it's going to be Batman heavy. But last year, every wave of Batman figures really, I want to say, really kind of filled out the Batman universe. They did a really good job in making sure that we had a lot of villains and not just like, Riddler and Mr. Freeze. We got Talon, we got Firefly. We got so many other characters that, I don't know, I didn't expect to see. And so the idea that Wave 1, I was really excited to see what Wave 1 was bringing. Unfortunately, all Wave 1 brought was Riddler. Every other figure that was in there, although they might have some new sculpting to them, were redone figures from the previous year. So with the Riddler, we got a Batwoman in tech gear. We got a Robin in tech gear. We've got a couple Batman in tech gear and a Joker in like bomb gear, like he had bombs on him or grenades and stuff. And so Riddler was the only original new character in that first wave. On the box, I know there's no box to show you, but we actually did an opening, or we talked to our friends at Adventures in Collecting when Riddler first came out, and we did a Instagram live. So I think it's on their Instagram live TV or Instagram TV page. So Riddler was the only new character. The opening now is in the back, so it's not pull from the front. It's peel the back, and then it still has the little trays with individual weapons in them. He was on his own as far as new original characters. They did a really good job with him, with the exception of the tux tails. So they gave him tails on his costume, and Riddler isn't really a tuxedo guy. He is more of a suit, prim and proper kind of guy with his bowler hat, which I think they did a good job. I think they picked a really good look for him. I just questioned the tails. And what's weird about it, and again, I brought this up before, what's weird about it is you can tell that they used this piece from the Joker, so they reused this piece. But in creating the Joker, they gave him a whole new, so if you look, it's split down the middle. They gave him a whole new front chest piece. So they saved some money by just using the tails again, but the whole front is a Riddler tie with a question mark on it. It's sculpted in there. It's not just painted on. The jacket is buttoned a little differently. So they just skimped out. And the weird part is the tails actually look like they're a separate piece. So had they not even attached them or joined those two pieces, you would have had a suited Riddler. Now, that is a minor nitpick to go with. But for characters that have vehicles and stuff, that is not a good look. And I've actually contemplated just cutting them off, to be honest with you. But hey, what is it? So the weapons, as we saw in the Bane 2-pack, are translucent in color. So he gets like a listening device, He gets a techie briefcase with like a little antenna coming out of it. And of course, he comes with his Riddler. Oops, sorry. He comes with the Riddler cane, which actually is appropriately sized for him. The top of it's a little bit big, but not too bad. So he can definitely walk around like the Riddler. Articulation is normal for this line. Legs, no torso at all. Neck, I mean, it's close to a 5 POA, except it has knees and elbows. And ball jointed, so that's fine. Freeze, however, does not fare as well. Freeze comes with 1 gun, 2 guns, 3 guns. So he just comes with 3 weapons that he can only hold 2. I mean, Riddler, I guess, comes with 3 handled weapons. He can only hold 2 as well. Freeze has 1 major issue. Now, this line doesn't do torso articulation. So we weren't going to get an ab crunch. We weren't going to get a waist swivel at all. We knew that going in. He can sit in the vehicles and such. The problem is this piece is all 1 piece. I mean, the helmet's translucent, so it's a different piece of plastic, but it's all glued in place. And because of that, he can't turn at all. So you can't turn his head at all. I've tried. I'm thinking about boiling it and popping it and seeing if the head actually has articulation underneath. It should. I mean, it should be able to swivel and stuff. But we saw this in the Fortnite line with one of the characters. And I think they could have pulled it off with him. Made the head and the bubble all 1 piece that swivels together. I think that would have been fine. Back in the day, DC Universe or DC Superheroes, if you move the torso, the head would move too. So, I mean, there were options. We weren't going to get that complicated here. Now, with him, though, I would say the weird part is the paint work on him. It's not as good. So he's got some shoulder pads and things that are just unpainted, completely unpainted, and they look kind of weird on the bare arms. Same thing with the pants a little bit. There's some details on him that are just not captured. This doesn't feel like a full price figure. To be honest with you, it feels a little cheaper than normal. But they did a lot of sculpt work and the backpack there. So, I mean, you sacrifice one for the other, right? You give them a good outfit, but then it doesn't get painted as well as you'd like it to be. For the adult collector. I mean, for the kid, and they do put first edition on these things, so they're definitely going for the adult collector. But it's still nice to have figures in the scale in DC that are detailed nicely. So I can't complain too much. Now, this guy, he is exclusive to Target, and he is 2 per case. So I walked in, he's packed with a Batman. There were 4 Batmans and 2 of him, and we sent 1 to our friends at Adventures in Collecting, and we kept 1 for ourselves. And I have not seen him since. I saw him once at one Target here in Connecticut about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and have not seen him at any other Target since. And I've been at a lot of Targets lately. So you might want to grab him. If you're into this line, you might want to grab him sooner rather than later. I don't know if he's going to be like White Man Bat, where he's everywhere. He's popular enough that when he shows up, he'll probably sell pretty well. So we got 2 more Bat villains. We know from a leak or a press photo that we're getting a Batgirl, very similar to the 12-inch design that they did, along with these guys in Wave 2. Oh, and the cross-hull does not tease the next wave. They're all blacked out, and I couldn't find it for the review. But so we don't know what's coming other than there's a Batgirl. I mean, we've seen that wave. I think we posted it a few weeks ago. Somebody got promo pics for it, and I think it's like a translucent Riddler and a new Nightwing and a Batgirl. But as far as new characters, the only one we're getting is Batgirl. I'm hoping that the DC figures continue. I mean, we know the Batman will throughout the year and into next year, but I'm not sure about the DC characters. So we hope that DC line continues, because I really like, and we're missing that Brainiac from last year that we had. It's the only figure they haven't released yet. So, follow us on social media. We are at Kastor's Corner. Remember to go to the website, castorscorner.com, for a full gallery close-up of these guys. So if you want to get a closer look before you buy them, check out the podcast, Cornercast on Apple Podcasts. And this week is with Jason Langston, who is hoping he is at 85% on his Kickstarter campaign, A Baboon in My Room, and he's almost there. So please go and support that. Link is on the website, and it's JLN_toys on Instagram. So go check out his page and support that. Thank you guys for watching. I didn't think I'd do a 10-minute video on these Spun Masters, but I guess I did. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you tomorrow for day 76. Bye, guys.